What's up everyone? Guys, today's video is going to be a little different than what I do normally. I usually am showing y'all something or the other, but here I'll just be talking. And of course I'll have some video or the other to keep y'all interested and make y'all stay on my video and watch it. Anyways, I had Anuj Kothari ask me, Divish, what is non-tobacco flavor? Alright, so before we get into non-tobacco flavor, I want to tell you all something about the original hookah flavor. So hookah actually only use tobacco to be smoked, like the tobacco that you have in cigarettes. That is exactly the kind of tobacco that was initially used in a hookah. Nowadays we have all these fancy flavors and whatnot, but back in the days there was only plain tobacco in the chillum which you could smoke. So the modern tobacco flavor, which started being produced in around the early 90s, if I'm not wrong, then the flavor in the hookah flavor, like a double apple and things like that, started being added in the early 90s or something like that. Anyways, I want to tell you all what exactly is inside the hookah flavor. It is containing tobacco. So it consists of these different steps, and the first step is growing the tobacco. Because the flavor is mainly made up of tobacco, growing the tobacco is of course the first step. So what you see now is exactly how they are growing the tobacco and what they are doing to the leaf in the first step. So here is the leaf for y'all, grown. And even I used to think that tobacco is maybe a tree, but it's actually just a plant like that. And he's been washing the leaves before he dries it, just so that it does not have any contaminants and does not rot, maybe some insect or something. So this is exactly how he is drying it in a chamber where the humidity is removed. And you all can see that the tobacco leaves are hung to be dried. Alright, I'm not really sure why they are hanging it, probably to keep it straight or something like that, but they are hung to be dried out. You can see a bunch of tobacco leaves. These leaves are really huge, so you must be wondering how actually do they make it into the the shisha flavor, quite an organic cut up flavor. So in case you're wondering how does this huge leaf turn into that flavor, don't worry guys, I'll show you all how it's done. Now here you can see that the second step of the process is where they are actually using a machine to shred the leaves. It's a huge ass machine. You need apparently you need two people to be running the machine. So you all can see there's one person handing him the tobacco leaves. These are the tobacco leaves in his hand. He's handing it to the person who's standing on a stool, and he's feeding the machine those leaves. Now these machines have really sharp teeth, and it has a rotary mechanism that actually cuts up these leaves inside it. And because of that cutting action, you can see down falling the smaller shredded tobacco leaves. So guys, here is what it looks like. This is exactly what we can see in our shisha flavor, particles, like so small particles. Now this is not the completed process, this is not your flavor, there is more to it. It consists of the flavoring, and the second part is glycerine or molasses. Usually it's molasses. What the molasses or the glycerine does is it produces smoke when it reaches that high temperature because of the coal on the shisha. So while we are sucking in through the hose, the temperature inside the chillum rises, and that vaporizes the glycerine or molasses depending on what they have used in the flavor, and that is what produces the dense smoke. Now guys, you can see in this video how there's this machine turning and mixing all the components together. And then here you all can see the packets, so this is exactly the packet that you all have, when you buy that small cardboard box of double apple alpha or something like that, and you open it and you have a packet coming out. This is exactly how they package the whole thing. And this is portions of the shisha flavor being cut so that everybody gets an equal amount of flavor. Nobody gets more than somebody else. And that is how they control the quantity. So guys, here you all can see that it's being wrapped in a plastic wrapper, and eventually it'll be sealed and into smaller packets. This is another way of how they ensure that everybody receives equal quantity of the flavor. Here again you can see or how exactly they are mixing all the ingredients together. So guys, I hope you understood how exactly do these industries manufacture their flavor. Now here we saw that the base was actually tobacco leaf, and this is in a normal traditional hookah flavor which we've all been smoking for I don't know how long. Now enter non-tobacco flavor. This one here is also known as herbal flavor for y'all who don't know what it means. It's also called herbal flavor because it's not made out of tobacco leaf. What it's made out of is sugarcane. Now guys, y'all must have been to a sugarcane juice wala and had the juice there. So y'all see he'll crush the sugarcane, remove the juice. The juice is being had by you guys, and the fiber that is remaining, he's collecting it in a sack. He sells that. He sells that to people who actually want to make paper out of it or things like that. But one of the other uses of this fiber is also to make the herbal flavor. Now there's this brand called SOX, and I usually prefer that brand because it's an Indian brand. It's set up in India and run by Indians, so that is why I support SOX. They claim to be a herbal flavor. I'll tell you all about that in a minute. But instead of tobacco leaves, they are using sugarcane fiber as their base. It has glycerine, it has flavoring, it has everything else, but it does not have tobacco, it does not have nicotine, no tar. SOX flavoring is way less harmful than a traditional normal tobacco flavor. So for those of you who don't like to, or rather aren't allowed by your parents, or know that tobacco is really bad for your health, can definitely choose the herbal shisha flavors because it's way better on your lungs and for your health. That is the main difference between these two. So guys, I hope this video helped y'all and helped y'all understand better what is exactly tobacco flavor and non-tobacco flavor. And I usually prefer smoking the non-tobacco one because it's easier on my lungs. It doesn't really, I like to think that what I'm doing for fun doesn't seriously affect me in the long run, and I would even suggest you to use herbal flavors in the future. Anyways guys, thank you so much for watching. I just want to tell you that I've just crossed 1,000 subscribers, and I want to thank all of y'all watching and all of you subscribed and not subscribed for helping me get here. It really motivates me when you guys like my videos or are subscribing. It really helps me and motivates me to make more content for y'all. So this video was actually inspired by Anuj Kotari. He actually asked me in the comments what is non-tobacco flavor, and that's why I made this video, because there are people out there who actually want to know about stuff like that, and since I know it, I would love to help you guys and educate y'all on this topic because it's one of my hobbies. So guys, thank you so much for watching my video and taking out your time. I hope it was helpful. Please don't forget to like this video if it helped you, and also subscribe because in future I'll be making more of these videos. Thanks a lot for watching. Take care and have a good day.